Happy Thumbs Gaming. Booyakashaw.
Hey everybody, it's Brian with HappyThumbsGaming. Today we're checking out Lego The Hobbit Level 14, the Necromancer Free Play. And we're going to go ahead and recommend you complete the story. And, well, let's just say watch our Preparing for Free Play video if you haven't already. If you're already to level 14, more than likely you already have Saruman and Sauron. And you should be able to just pick this level and roll out. Now, keep in mind, too, that there is a stud requirement for this level that will get you the old Master Burglar status. And we had that tagged at the beginning. And to be honest with you, I wasn't looking, so I forgot what it was. But it's posted there, and you know. And don't laugh at me, because I don't even pay attention to my own self. Anyways, right at the beginning of the level, we're going to turn around and pull out somebody with arrows. Somebody like Legolas. Mr. Greenleaf can do the trick. Plug them holes and get all the way to the top and grab that schematic. Then up to the left side on this pathway here, we're going to actually see a target. There's a couple of them, 5 to be exact. And once we get all 5 of them, they will actually count as Minikit number 2, because we get 1 Minikit before we actually get all 5 of the skeletons. So we are going to, however, knock out 3 of them rather quickly. Booyakashaw, all 3 of them wrapped up in this first little area. And the Minikit itself is actually right over here. It's right above us right now. And, of course, we have to destroy both of these boxes full of blue bricks. And once we do destroy both of them, they do allow us to build them up. Woohoo! There's a purple stud up top. I never was able to get up there and get it. I never really tried to. At this point, I didn't really need that extra 10,000. And by using your grapple, you can pull down that hook and grab first Minikit. So as soon as we get into this next area here, we're actually going to target the first 2, or I should say the last 2 targets for Minikit number 2. Of course, you gotta blast, build and blast that with the wizardry. And it opens up this whole other area, and we can see we actually have 3 different rays that need to be shot into them holes there. So we'll get to that in a second. It's pretty simple. There's one on the left, one on the right, and then 2 birds that allow us to build one in the middle too. So first off, but not least, on the left-hand side, use a wizard to go ahead and destroy the blue glowing bricks that drop down a little boinger and allow us to get up top. And there we can see we've got the 4th skeleton hanging up on the wall. Damn bones, hanging up there on the wall. That was terrible. All right, so moving along. The 5th one is right there. It's pretty obvious. Not like I was trying to hide it from you or nothing. I told you we were going to go right for it. Go ahead and blast away. And for some reason, it was acting a little funky. So it had something to do, I believe, with destroying all of the stuff in front of it. So make sure you destroy the whole, whatever that was, a bunch of bricks that were there. So destroy it and then fire up there and you should be good. Now use a wizard of your choice to go ahead and destroy the blue door. And then build the big, I don't know what, it's like some sort of like bird representation or something. It's not quite caca, but it's more like look how it's flowing back and forth. All right, before you advance too far, make sure you slide inside that darkness of that little doorway there with a wizard and jump up and grab the Minikit, which will give you actually Minikit number 3. So we're moving along rather nicely. Haven't really had much downtime, and we're not going to start now either. Before dropping back down onto the floor or doing anything else, make sure that you go all the way to the far right side of this path. Destroy everything in sight, switch to Bilbo, put on the ring, build them up, and then grab your hot dog as a reward. I think that's what that is. Looks like it's got extra mustard on it, too. All right, look at that thing. I didn't use it. I should have put it to use there, but instead I jump up on top of my buddy, and I go double down on this crack and booyakashaw. Look what's behind it. You can't hide from us, Minikit. So 4 down, and we'll go ahead and jump back down to the ground and move all the way over to the left. Now we got to jump back up there. Ba-boing, ba-boing. There's a couple things here. First, you need to build up these bricks that are bouncing around on the ground. And if you want to place the blue owl thingy-majigger into place, you're going to want to make sure you spin it all the way around. And it doesn't really matter if you go ahead and blast it yet or not. Over on the left-hand side in the back, though, is a goblin wall. I almost called it a golem wall. Stuck in the past. But climb that with your goblin and get all the way to the top, and you'll find a nice Minikit waiting up top for you. That's probably one of the more obvious ones of this area, huh? when you're ready, go ahead and grab your wizard and use some wizardry and get the going again. And over down on the front right side, actually, we haven't really been in this area. We've been up top, but not down low. There's a bird that needs a little help, so give him a little Radagast juice, and he'll take care of those tummy aches. And the other one's not too far from the other one, so just make your way back towards the screen on the right-hand side. And Booyakashow. Tum, 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 tum. All right, so he's going to fly over there. Once they both are there, it takes a second for the game to recognize it, but it will actually allow them to fly off with the lid of the manhole there. It's kind of a weird little storage spot. But nonetheless, we'll go ahead and use those bricks to build up one more of these doohickeys. And blast in the back as indicated, and bam, it'll open up the door after a little bit of chanting. I don't know about you guys, but I like to chant in the shower. Wife hates it, but it's true. And right at the beginning of this next area, you're going to want to head over to the far left. There is a manual save station if you are one of those people that likes to use those. As we mentioned, we don't usually use them. We started to, and then we started having some problems. And to be honest, we quit using them, and we quit having freezes. So that may be related. It might not have anything to do with it. Either way, grab Sauron and head into the little underbelly cave over on the right-hand side there and smash and grab the treasure. And then over on the right-hand side, doesn't matter who you have, but there is an axe out in the middle if you're not a dwarf that has one handy. Go ahead and smash and grab that. And you'll also notice there's a little pile of soil here. So grab your shovel and diggy, diggy, dig. All right, once you get it all the way dug up, you'll notice it is a Minikit, but it's on the other side. And we're going to go ahead and build those pieces up to collect that, and booyakashow! Yeah. Any guesses what's next? I see a couple of Skeletors, but we're going to take those dudes out and then pull out old Saruman and blast this back doorway. And there's actually a nice little area of awesomeness back here. So head on in there, and right off the bat on the left-hand side, you can see some floaty flowers. Look kind of like, what I imagine an elf art looks like. And you'll just go ahead and use your elf and jump up and over, swing to both of these chains. And look at that. That's pretty. He must have some good gel or something. He must be a bedhead user or something, because that's, if you notice, he's like swinging back and forth. Everything's moving back, but his hair wasn't. Go back and look. I swear. But Minikits on the far right might be a little frustrating. Might take you a time or two to get over there. You might get it on your first try. Either way, grab it. And then on the ground, there's actually a torch. We can grab that and light the little pyro station on fire. I should have used old Sam, since he's our pyro maniac of choice. But it just so happened there was a torch there, so I didn't need him. But Minikits, we're all the way to Minikit 9 now, so that's nice. And there is going to be a treasure right here. There's a couple of slingshot sacks that are going to need some fillage. So you can see inside the little tomb there is definitely something going on there. So it's a treasure. So we'll fill those up, and booyakashow, number 3 of 4. It's a nice little scepter of some sort. And this is totally not relevant or a necessity in this room, and I totally failed on that first one. But I redeemed myself right here. Bam! This is just actually me pilfering some Lego loot and a few extra studs. And wait for it. Oh, fail. We already have the Master Burglar status for this level, so it wasn't like we needed them. However, when can you not have enough studs? That's what I want to know. Actually, I can give an answer to that. At the end of the game, when you've bought all the characters, all the bricks, and everything else, that's when you can have too many. Like 100 billion? You need 100 billion? That's ridiculous. Like, we don't need that. There's nothing to... I still think there needs to be a game, kind of like a Lego Universe hub, where all of your save data can be uploaded to this hub, and then you can interact. So, like, if you have $100 million left over from Lego Pirates, you can spend that maybe on the new Lego game. Like, I think that would be really cool. It would really encourage players to go back and play the other Lego games, as well as encourage the, traditional Lego player to go ahead and purchase the new ones. Maybe give them extra rewards. I'd love to talk to the TT Games, but we've reached out a handful of times, and for some reason, our emails have not found the right inbox, apparently, so... You guys are definitely the perfect audience, and you give us a ton of feedback, and just your results and all your comments that you give us. We get a lot of information about this game, and it would be nice to give it to the developers so that they could use that to make fixes or leave things out in future Lego games or add more of certain things. So if you didn't notice, we're kind of in a down point here as far as collectibles go. There's only 2 left, and I will mention it. There is some quick links down below if you're in a hurry to get to them. Minikit 10 and Treasure 4 are the last 2, so feel free to click those in the video description to skip by me blabbing about what could be. And TT Games, if you're listening, we got lots of love, and we sure like to help out any way we can. All right, so as soon as you beat a Zog from that area, you're going to go and run. You want to stay on the top of your screen as much as possible. So it's really tough, and the good news is if you miss that Minikit, there is, when you load in and you select the level from the map in Middle Earth, you can actually go ahead and choose the 3rd leg, I believe it is. Well, it's the last section of that free play level, and it'll start you right there. So good thing for us, we didn't need to do it. We got lucky, and Booyakashow. So this part right here at TT Games, I hope you are listening. If you're not, oh well. But I'm gonna talk about this area a little bit. This entire game has had a little bit of excessive help in it, and I don't mind it, but it's frustrating when you get to a point. This was not clear to me, and I kind of scrambled through and made it through in the story mode, but I really didn't know what I was doing. I can see my other character, the AI, is trying to go over there and do something with the circle button. Meanwhile, I'm trying to come over here, and I'm sure you saw me dig up. There's a pile of soil that you need to dig up, and then you get a rock. The rock is then able to be tossed up at that skeleton hanging up in the tree. That gives us our last treasure. But I'm having the worst trouble trying to get the camera even fixated up to where I can aim to that. And so meanwhile, I don't know what I'm supposed to be doing to kill this guy. I don't know if I needed to like hurt him once in order to throw that up there or what. In the end, I edited about 3.5 minutes worth of ridiculousness out. And it just happened right there. You probably saw a little hitch. But eventually, I get it, and I get over there. So just be patient with this, because this was really the only collectible that I've had a hard time with, and the only part of the story that wasn't blatantly obvious and right in my face. So that's it for collectibles. My rant is now officially over. I did just like went turbo mode on this because I didn't know. And even Dougie and I talked about it, and he said you're supposed to use the Gandalf special circle button or B button hold down. And, it seemed to work, but it didn't always. You can see I'm trying it. I'm holding it down. But eventually I get it, and I move on to the total screen, which is where we're headed right now. And thank goodness for that. So, Booyakashow. The Necromancer level 14 free play is now in our rear view as well. I'm loving this. We're making good ground, and thanks to you guys, we've gotten lots of awesome feedback. We've been able to help others with things like, maybe you shouldn't select an elf at the beginning of a level because the elf might jump over a Minikit if there's a running section. So things like that are great, and, we don't always come up with that. And, it was a hot dog shield with extra mustard. It wasn't just a hot dog, it was a shield. So we got all 4 of the treasures. We did get the schematic, as you just saw there, and we're going to go ahead and stack up 10 Minikits. What's this? It's fire. It looks like the eye of, what is it, Sodor? Woo! I might have just pulled that out of my tuchus, and I'm not even a Tolkienite. So, anyways, got a couple of Mithrils. We'd already had the Master Burglar, so we didn't really, we already had the payment for that. But other than that, that's going to wrap it up for us. So not only did you get a little rant, you got some great info, and we made it all the way to the end. Lego The Hobbit's level 14, the Necromancer free play. That was creepy. All right, well, speaking of creepy, don't be creepy. Come over and hang out on our Facebook, Twitter, comment, vote, subscribe down below. You guys have been amazing. There's been a lot of new activity on our Facebook page, and I don't know where it's all coming from, but you guys are great. Sending us pictures of your Thumbies, asking about how do I get a Thumbie, things like that. Our guide contest is pretty much coming to an end. If this is an old video, it's probably long over, but hey, we're looking for people that are serious and want to contribute, so if that sounds like you, hit us up and let us know. And you can do that at either of our social networks, or even go to our HappyThumbsGaming.com website and use our contact form. That's also a good way. And yeah, we'd love to hear from you. Maybe you like writing reviews. Maybe you'd like to get involved in maybe getting some products and reviewing them for us. Look, I'm not making any promises. I'm not trying to sell no wolf tickets, but I will say that there are lots of possibilities out there, and we are definitely looking for some more contributors. So again, hit us up. Let us know what's cracking. Much love to all of you. We wouldn't be where we are without you. And this wouldn't be the end of one of my videos if I didn't end it with, as always, until next time. If it's Brian, then you better put a see ya on it.